Well, hey everyone out there, thanks for choosing our short explanation of Seven Wonders Leaders. It's Chris here from JMNC Games, and today we are looking at one of several expansions to the original version of Seven Wonders. Now, if you are looking for how to play the original version of Seven Wonders, that is not this video. You'll want to click on the link down in the description below or at the doodad there up at the top of the screen, and that'll take you to our video on how to play the original version of the game. Today, we're just going to cover the highlights of how Seven Wonders Leaders changes the original version of the game. Now, if you haven't already done so, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. We definitely do appreciate that, and it sure does help us grow. Now, let's take a look at what's inside the box.
There's two new Wonder Boards, the Roma and the Abu Simbel. 55 leader cards, which have 3 different types: the standard leader cards, expert leader cards, and 6 bonus city cards. These are only used when combining cities and leaders expansions together. 18 coins with a value of 6, 1 score pad, description sheets, which break down the new effects brought into the game. Since this is an expansion and not a standalone game, you will need the original Seven Wonders base game. In this video, we will not go over the basics of the original game, but show you how the expansion changes the game. If you're wanting to learn more on the base game, click on the link at the top right. To set up, you will need to set up the Seven Wonders as you normally would, with the main exception being that players will receive 6 coins to start the game instead of 3. When players are choosing their civilizations at the start of the game using the Leaders expansion, they can choose to play one of the new Wonder Boards. These 2 new boards can only be played when using the Leaders expansion. The boards have 2 sides to them, day and evening. When choosing which side, know that the day side is considered to be easier, while the night side is considered to be more difficult. When playing Seven Wonders with the Leaders expansion, 2 new phases are added to the game: the selection phase, which takes place at the beginning of the game, and the recruitment phase, which takes place at the beginning of each age. If this is your first time playing, you may only want to use the standard leader cards. After a few games, you can also add in the expert cards. Shuffle the leader cards and deal 4 leader cards face down to each player. This begins the selection phase. When the deal is complete, players take a look at their 4 cards. They must now choose one of the 4 cards to keep. Once selected, place it face down in front of themselves. Pass the other cards face down to the player on your right. The process now repeats itself with the new cards received from the player on your left. Choose one, place it face down, and pass the other cards face down to the player on your right. On the 3rd time, players now only have 2 cards to choose from. Pick one and place it face down, and pass the last card to the player on your right. This last card now becomes the final leader card for each player. Once the selection phase is completed, you can now begin Age 1, following the normal steps that you would in the original game. Once the age is ready to begin, before the cards are picked up by the players now return to their leader cards to begin the recruitment phase. During the recruitment phase, players have 3 options. They can recruit a leader, construct a stage of your wonder, or sell the leader. We'll go over each of these in more detail. If you're going to recruit the leader, you will reveal it to the other players and then pay the necessary costs. The costs of the leader are listed here. If the card has this symbol, then the cost of the leader depends on the age in which it's being played. In Age 1, it costs 1 coin. In Age 2, 2 coins. And in Age 3, 3 coins. The cost of the leader are to be paid to the bank. Once paid, you can now place this leader next to your wonder board and use the effects of that leader. It's recommended that if the leader presents battle or science, that you keep that leader with your other cards of the same nature so that you can keep track of their abilities. If you are unsure of what each leader can do, you can refer to the effects sheet, which breaks down each of the symbols on the different cards. Another option to use one of your leader cards in order to construct a stage of your wonder. If you wish to do this, instead of revealing your chosen leader, place it face down under the stage of the wonder board you are wishing to complete, keeping in mind that you pay the necessary costs. Your final option is to sell your leader. If you wish to do this, instead of revealing your leader, place them in the discard pile face down. Collect 3 coins from the bank. Once all players have completed the recruitment phase, continue on with the normal play of the current age. When the first age has been completed, repeat the process before starting age 2, using the 3 remaining leader cards left in your hand. Either recruit, sell, or construct a wonder. Then play age 2. Before starting the third age, players will now have 2 leader cards left. Choose one for the final round, and the one not chosen gets placed face down in the discard pile. Once the third age is complete, score the game as you would normally using the new score pad provided for this game. You will see that there are places here for scoring the expansions for cities, leaders, and the Armada expansions. You will score any effects of played leader cards here in this area. Add up your total score, and whoever has the highest score is the winner of the game.
And so that's 7 Wonders Leaders. Thanks for joining us today. We sure hope you enjoyed our presentation on 7 Wonders Leaders. If you got any questions on how the expansion works or how the original play works with 7 Wonders, please feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer those as quickly as I can. And while you're there, please make sure you take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel, as we sure do appreciate it, and it really does help us grow. Well, now we know the basics, so let's play.